My name is Dan Hunter, and welcome to my dev diary, version 5 of my retro platformer game, Lethargic Lecturer. Now, your design as you're going along, your development is constantly changing, and in my development, I've made a couple of changes here. Version 5, 0.5, was originally going to be looking at a live system, but I've decided to look at adding enemies collision, but also I've included a multi-dimensional array for level attributes. So let's take a look and see what I mean by that, and then we'll have a look at the changes in action. Okay, here's a 1.4 version of GameMaker. Previously, I'd created an array just to hold the title of each of the levels. So basically, it's the English version of the rooms going through. So you can see version array 0, index 0 was the title, 1 instructions, 2 was going to be a playground level, 3 was going to be a car park. And this had worked before. Now, I'd started the development of this little game probably over a year ago. And what I'm doing is I'm reworking it right from the very, very beginning. And in my first version, I had a multi-dimensional array. So instead of just keeping track of the level names, I was keeping track of everything related to that level. Now, the idea behind the level names were it would change the graphics. So the platforms would look different, the enemies would look different, so would any static hazards, that kind of thing. So this is what my multi-dimensional array is going to store. So obviously in the first case, it's going to store the name. The next index is going to store the number of assignments needed to complete that level. The next index level is what the platforms would look like. So in this IT suite, it would look like a circuit, and in the library, it would look like a shelf with books on it. The hazards, the static hazard comes next, followed by the moving hazard moving left and the moving hazard moving right. And that's really easy to update. So just for the purposes of my incremental update here, I've just put 2 sets of data in it. So I've got for level 1, the IT suite, and for level 2, the library. I've also documented this in my design document, and there it is, because it's a really good idea to document as you go along. And I found this because I developed this code previously. I went to a really, really old version of Lethargic Lecturer, and it was nice to see in the code I'd actually put loads of comments, so it was really, really easy to understand. So I've documented here and explained what I've done. That meant that I'd had to add some new features and new sprites into it, and you can see my sprite list has improved and grown. So let's have a run and let's have a look at version 0.5 of my build. Right. So version 1, now there are bugs on this. At the moment, you can see that the level is currently showing the fact that it's right there at the bottom, level it. That's meant to say the IT suite. But we can see that it's pulling in that information. But we can see the rest of the features, that my platforms now have become circuit boards and my enemies have become computers. Now the air isn't working properly, or the energy, sorry, because I haven't put the lives feature in it. That's going to be in a future feature. But we can have a look and see that if I pick up hopefully 5 of these assignments, we can get to the next level. I'm going to have to increase. Oh, there you go. I've got my features wrong there. Still got to tailor what it is. And here's the last one, 5. It opens. I go to the next level, which looks like a bookshelf, not very well drawn bookshelf. And you can see the enemy there is a book flapping. Now the level name is slightly working. It says TL, the library. So I've obviously got a bug there, but the system seems to be working. It took me a wee while to get this one working, but I'm happy to kind of name the update as 0.5. So we're definitely getting there. Am I halfway through my development? Probably not. I think I'm going to have a number of tiny increments in the 0.5 series to get a wee bit closer to a finished game. My name is Dan Hunter, and this has been version 0.5 of my dev diary of my retro platformer, Lethargic Lecturer. Thank you for listening.